Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, as you guys can see up on the screen, we are going to be talking about Virgin Galactic. This is ticker symbol SPCE space, whatever you want to call it, but this stock went absolutely crazy today. As you can see here, up 38.56%. That is an insane year for most stocks. That is an absolutely crazy day, especially for a stock like SPCE, which has been on a lot of people's radars for a while now. This is kind of a bigger stock than we usually talk about. You know, $13.5 billion market cap. This is still a stock that will be very volatile, but it's a little bit harder to move than some of these smaller stocks, some of these billion-dollar, less than billion-dollar market cap stocks. So when you have a almost 40% day in something like this, you know the news must be pretty big, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Why did Virgin Galactic rip up, and what's in store for the rest of it? Is it going to keep running? Is it set to cool off from here? You know, I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions, so definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate it so much, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. We're trying to run those numbers up even higher. We just recently hit 500, and you know, 1,000 is really my next goal. But with that being said, here we go. So the big thing here when I'm looking at the chart for SPCE is the craziest thing is this stock hit its all-time highs back in February, I do believe, is when it was around, yeah, it has a 52-week high of 62.80. I do believe it hit that back in February. So even with this crazy run, even with this 40% up in a single day, this is still not all-time highs for SPCE. And a big thing in momentum trading, and something I often like to do is, you know, having momentum is great, and this is definitely like localized momentum for SPCE, you know, in the last month, going from 27 to 55. This is insane. There's a ton of momentum. Everything is looking great for SPCE, and everyone who's been buying the dips, you know, yeah, if you kind of bought the tops here, you've been feeling some pain over the last couple of months, but if you've held, if you've been adding to your positions, if you were able, even if you bought some at 62.80, the very top, if you then bought some at 28, if you then bought some at 16, if you're able to lower your cost average, now you're catching these huge rips. That is awesome. But the fact that SPCE Virgin Galactic is still not at all-time highs, it still makes me a little curious and still makes me really interested, because once this stock actually does rip up past all-time highs, that's when I would be willing to really go hard. Now, I think there's really two great times to buy, you know, during big dips. Like if I would have been, you know, adding to an SPCE position, you know, here or down here, obviously this would have been best. But if you were looking for this stock for the long term, you know, if you're looking for that short-term momentum play, once it breaks those all-time highs, that's when you know this stock has momentum that it has never seen before. Because all these numbers, we've seen them before. We've seen people be this excited and even more so excited about SPCE. So again, once it does crack that 62, 63, $65 range, that is when I could potentially be looking to make like a short-term momentum swing play, something like that. But if you are looking long-term, yeah, I think this is a great time to add. I think it has been a great time to add. And the reason, the news of why this stock went so crazy today is that, as CNBC says, Virgin Galactic stock jumps 39% in best day ever after FAA approves passenger space flight license. This is absolutely crazy news. So insane. Just sounds really cool, but obviously the business implications are there. Those are very clear. Virgin Galactic announced Friday that the Federal Aviation Administration granted the company the license it needs to fly passengers on future space flights. Absolutely insane. So cool. So crazy. That's why so many people are so excited about this stock, about this company, both in the short term and in the future. Obviously, this is something where if they can be a leader in commercial or passenger space travel, whatever you want to call it, you got to assume there's going to be a lot of money in that industry, and you got to imagine that is just going to get bigger and crazier into the future. But the commercial license that they have had in place since 2016 remains in place, but it is now cleared to allow us to carry commercial passengers when we're ready to do so, the CEO told CNBC. That is so cool. And the company cleared the final two FAA milestones of that program with its space flight test last month. So all the qualifications, all the tests, all the regulations, everything, they are passing, they are exceeding, they are looking great. They're doing everything the right way, everything they need to do. So keeping up on all their licenses, getting more and more, you know, more and more ready to keep pushing this. And it's so crazy. And again, it has investors hyped up. I'm sure it has the public hyped up. You know, commercial space travel is something that a lot of people, especially older individuals, thought they might never see in their lifetime. And we don't know exactly what the expected dates like that or anything are for this. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. But man, you got to think people would be willing to pay insane amounts of money for this. You got to assume that the demand is going to be absolutely insane. This is really going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity for so many people, and one that a lot of people thought would probably never even happen. So again, this company Space obviously has been on a ton of people's radars. It's been a huge kind of, meme, retail trader, whatever you want to call it, stock, and it's seen huge swings in volatility all the way up from 62 down to 16 and every number in between. And I think that volatility is going to continue. Depending on if they're able to keep pushing out more news, we might see this rip higher, but things might also cool off for a little while until we learn more about when they're expected to start these things out, how profitable they'll be, how many people will they be able to accommodate a year, how profitable is it going to be. There's still a ton of questions to be answered, so I think there's still going to be tons of opportunities to trade it up and down, but right now SPCE is pretty hot. And that is why. Definitely drop a like if you guys did enjoy this video. I'd appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Are you guys in SPCE? Are you buying right now? Are you staying away? Or are you keeping it on your radar? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.